Eric Swalwell is going to utterly destroy Jim Jordan in this next clip, and it is beautiful to watch.
Ms. Burdett, you are an expert on anti-Semitism, and I want to read a few different statements to you, and if you can just give me a yes or no as to whether you would consider them anti-Semitic. I prefer my kids' new Hanukkah from Kwanzaa. At least it will come with some financial engineering. Anti-Semitic or not?
Very potentially.
I just think that's what they're about, is making money, in a reference to Jared Kushner and his Jewish family. You think that's anti-Semitic?
Anti-Jewish stereotype.
Planned Parenthood was made by Margaret Sanger, a known eugenics with the KKK to control the Jew population. When I say Jew, I mean the 12 lost tribes of Judah, the blood of Christ, who the people known as the race black really are. This is who our people are. Anti-Semitic or not?
A little too confusing for me to decipher.
We'll get to that. This ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show you the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this is war. Now gonna get you some business. Still confusing?
Uses two stereotypes about Jews as being motivated only by business and having nefarious control that isn't real.
Last one. I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda. What do you think about that one?
Anti-Semitic.
Yeah. So what I'm concerned about is that we have anti-Semitic posts coming from this committee. And last October, the chairman tweeted out on October 6th, Kanye, Elon, Trump. Those 5 statements that I just read to you were from Kanye West, who had made a number of anti-Semitic statements before this tweet was put up, and then made the DEFCON statement about a day after the tweet was put up. I, the chairman at the time, Chairman Nadler, many people in the Jewish community asked the chairman, Chairman Jordan, to take this down. And it wasn't just members of Congress. It was nonpartisan Jewish organizations who said, Kanye West is anti-Semitic. I don't know what you're doing, but please do not give him a platform by leaving this tweet up. It stayed up for months. Defiantly, the chairman kept this tweet up. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to be just today your accountability partner, your online accountability partner, and just go through your social media. Because if we're going to have a hearing about anti-Semitism, we can't allow a tweet like this to be posted on our side or your side. In 2019, Chairman Jordan also tweeted at Tom Steyer and used the $ for Steyer to spell his name. Again, known Jewish philanthropist playing into what Ms. Burdett mentioned earlier, tropes about Jewish people and money. So this committee should have a conversation and a hearing about anti-Semitism. But I would first insist that the chairman, I don't know why he put this tweet up. Either he believes it, which I hope is not the case, or he just wanted to own the libs. And if that's what you're doing, you're hurting a lot of people by keeping that tweet up for so long, especially knowing what it represents. And if we're talking about being your online accountability partner, Chairman, you still have a subpoena in your inbox that's about 500 days old. And with that, I'll yield back.
3 things to talk about in this clip. 1, the utter hypocrisy of Republicans and Jim Jordan trying to pretend as if they're the protectors of Israel and the Jewish people. The fact is that they're some of the biggest anti-Semites out there. They're racist, they're xenophobic, they're anti-everything that isn't Christian. So the fact that you have Eric Swalwell so easily able to point out that Jim Jordan, the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, who is talking about anti-Semitism, is in fact responsible for some pretty blatant anti-Semitic remarks in the past. The fact that that's so easy to do is because of just how ridiculously hypocritical Jim Jordan and Republicans are. It's also really interesting that the Republicans want to pretend as if they're the party of big business, as if they understand the corporate world in America. And they're praising Kanye West, who lost hundreds of millions of dollars because of his anti-Semitism. They're praising Elon Musk, who bought Twitter for $44 billion And because of the way he's run that site, because of the trash heap that he's turned it into, it's now valued at less than half that. Under $20 billion is the valuation of Twitter now. And then finally, the third person is Donald Trump, who is currently in the process of being banned from doing business in New York City. Republican Party, they're the business party, right? Right. And then, a little side note here. Eric Swalwell talking about being Jim Jordan's online accountability partner is because the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, turns out he was monitoring his child's internet searches, which is, okay, I get that. That's, something that parents do these days. But it also turns out that his child was able to see Mike Johnson's internet history, and his child was monitoring his parents' search history, which is just bizarre. These people are bizarre.